Hey guys, I thought I would do another video on Equihash 1445 because it is, this is the algorithm I have been mainly mining with over the last week or so. It has been very hot in the UK. It is not good weather for mining. I think this is the hottest summer on record, or at least one of. It's been very warm, so I have switched to the Lyra 2Z algorithm, which is amazing. People call it the summer algorithm, and I do agree with that, but there was no real coins there just now that I wanted to switch to. So I found myself going back and mining Bitcoin Z, SafeCoin, and the other day I did start mining Bitcoin Gold for a day. Mainly because of the fork. So many thanks to Sia. Sia contacted me and he advised me about the fork. I already knew it was coming, but he says, yeah, remember the fork is tonight. And I was mining to the official pool before, but he recommended Supernova. Had some problems getting set up for that because I had the wrong port, because it was a different port for CC Miner, which I was testing the pool beforehand. But the switch went ahead, and the fork from 209 to 1445 went well. The price has actually shot up a little bit, a tiny amount. So it went well. I was there at the switch. It was about 10:30 at night in the UK. And at the time, I couldn't even check my stats because I was doing it through Supernova. And as you would expect, it's hard for pools to manage this. It's a little bit crazy in the first couple of hours. So I couldn't check my stats at night time. They were all over the place, and it was saying that I wasn't getting anything. But I left it running, and the next day I checked it, and I'll need to check my stats again. But it looks like I made about 1 Bitcoin. Pretty much what I would normally get in 1 day or so of mining, and I made it in like 12 or 13 hours. So, to be honest, in hindsight, it was a lot of messing about for like an extra $10, $15 or something, but that's crypto mining. I wasn't sure what was going to happen at the fork, and I wanted to test it out and make sure everything was working. The returns seem to have dropped down, and I switched back to I'm mining SafeCoin right now. But there's more coins moving from 209 to 1445, and I do think we're going to see, we might even see a coin like Bitcoin Private or Zencash, which they've kind of been holding back, but we might see them looking at what's been happening with Bitcoin Gold, with Bitcoin Z, with SafeCoin, with Snowgem, all these other coins, and they might look at these coins and say, you know what, we're going to move over to that algorithm. I don't know, but it does seem to be good that from a miner's point of view, there's more support for it when there's more coins on the algorithm. Probably more reason for ASIC miners to attack that algorithm as well, but there you go. So I've still been mining 1445 mainly. And the other day, I did a very quick video about LOL Miner, LOL Miner. And this was quite a significant announcement because it was the very first AMD miner. So there was NVIDIA, the EWBF NVIDIA miner. That's been there for a few weeks. So this was the first AMD miner. AMD graphics card holders were screaming out for an AMD miner. I haven't had a chance to test this from a NVIDIA point of view. I've really not had any time. I've been doing a lot of work for clients and all these other things. But reading what other people have been saying in Discord, there's been a lot of problems. You can see here for those with problems. Apparently, a lot of people haven't been impressed by this. I don't know exactly what's been happening, but I believe there's been errors. The return hasn't been great. What I would say on that is, firstly, is that this is brand new. I mean, they even say it's a preview. If you look here, it actually says it's a preview. So they're still messing around with it. So you need to give them, a pass for that. This isn't a polished product. It isn't a finished product. They're still messing around with it. And over time, we should see it getting better. We should see the errors being removed. And we should hopefully see the hash rate going up for NVIDIA and for AMD users. I think over time as well, we're going to see another AMD miner. I don't know what the miner will be, but I reckon we are going to see AMD support added to other miners, and other miners are going to be released. It makes sense, when you move to a new algorithm, it's still new, but then other people start messing around with it. Things improve over time. So I realise AMD GPU miners will be quite frustrated with this situation, but just be patient. It's easy for me to say that, of course, because I'm not having these issues. But that is the only AMD miner just now. Now, as far as EWBF goes, version 0.3 was released. I did a video a couple of weeks ago when Bitcoin Z was first released. They call it, not when Bitcoin Z was first released. When Bitcoin Z forked from 209 to 1445, they call 1445 Zhash. And the video game Polak left a comment yesterday. He said, did you get EWBF 0.3 version? A little bit better performance on 1445, but some people complain about watching power usage, even though it seems about the same to me compared to Equihash. And if you look here, it says here, added new solver for Equihash 96.5. That's, different parameters. 1445 now requires 1.9 gigabyte of VRAM. Now, it says here, there it's here, 0 to 10% faster depends on the GPU. So it's saying that you can get a 0 to 10% boost if you upgrade from 0.2 to 0.3. Now, that's obviously very good. And, we added 5% in the last update as well. So we are starting to see the hash rate improve with that miner. Now, I didn't get a chance to install this yesterday. I was a little bit busy. So I actually tweeted Awesome Miner and said, just to remind you that, the new version of EWBF is out. And they actually, when I logged in today, Awesome Miner had an update. So kudos to Awesome Miner. Saved me from having to custom install it and then, download it and then put the custom location. It saved me a lot of hassle. If I put my Awesome Miner window up, okay. So it's saying about 784 there. It was about 790. 795 before I started recording. I think it's dropped a little bit. I don't know why. Nothing to do with recording. I think it's just dropped. But as far as the hash rate goes, it doesn't, looking across the board, I don't think my 1080 Ti's are getting much more. But my 1060s do seem to be getting a little bit more. It does depend on, you can see these 1060s here, 23, 24, 23, 25. Some of these here are only 20, 21. Those are 28, 21. What I did notice was, for my whole rig, when everything was running, like the 1080 Ti in this PC as well, which I'm using to record right now, when everything was running, I think I was getting around, I think it was at 820 sols, around that. After going from EWF 0.2 to 0.3 today, I was around the 845, 850 mark. So across my 30 graphics cards, my 30 GPUs, this update has added another 20 to 25 sols. That's quite a big jump. It's certainly not going to make me a millionaire, but it's quite a significant update. And again, it goes back to what I was saying with LOL Miner. We're still seeing these miners being refined. This is still an early version of this miner. Over time, we might see it become more efficient. But as far as efficiency goes, well, it's kind of all relative. Because, from a hash rate point of view, if my hash rate is going up and everyone else's hash rate is going up, then I'm not exactly getting a bigger slice of the pie. It's the exact same. So it's kind of meaningless if everyone is using the same miner. But I do like the fact that he's getting more out of it, that he's improving the miner and all that. If I jump back to Awesome Miner, one of the coolest things about Awesome Miner, and I know a lot of you guys keep telling me to jump to Hive OS or SMOS or something else, but one of the things I do love about Awesome Miner is the fact that it shows you the power usage, and you can probably see it down here with my 1060s, 86 watts, 88 watts, 83 watts, 88. My 1080 Ti is at 184, 195. Now, as far as what Video Game Polak said there, and he said that the hash rate is better, but that the power usage is increased, I don't know. I really don't know. Because before I was looking at my hash rate, I had a rough idea I was like 180 watts or so. I can't see a significant update jump in power. Like I don't see the watts going up, but I can't say for certain. A lot of people do seem to be saying that this new version is drawing more power, but I don't know. To be honest, this is something I need to revisit once again. I did this a few weeks ago for that video, and just for general testing purposes. I messed around with 1445. I was putting my power up and down and all that, but I've kind of kept it high recently because I was switching between 1445 and Lyra 2Z and something else. And when you're switching lots of algorithms, Awesome Miner wasn't applying the templates right as far as changing my GPU settings. Nothing to do with Awesome Miner, everything to do with MSI remote service. But because of that, I was just keeping it high because I didn't want to dial down the settings, which is fine for 1445, but not for another algorithm. So if I moved away from the algorithm and changed to another algorithm, then I might not have had the best setup. And this is something I've faced a lot in the past, where if I couldn't, you know, if I couldn't change the GPU settings on the fly, which Awesome Miner does allow you to do, as I said, but what I was doing was keeping the GPU settings a little bit higher so that it's good for this algorithm, it's good for this algorithm, and it's good for this algorithm, so that if I was switching between different algorithms, I didn't have to tweak the settings again and take down the core and the memory clock and all that. But I'm going to revisit it. I am going to revisit it, and I'm going to mess around with my settings. This is something I'm sure you're all doing as well. It's a new algorithm. I'm still trying to get the most out of it, and I'm still trying to find, you know, the most efficient way to mine this algorithm and these coins. Now, there is a good argument for just, you know, putting on it as high as possible, putting the settings on as high as possible, just mining the coins and hodling and make your money back later on. But the counter argument to that is you could just spend your electricity money that you would save and just buy the coins. So I'm not going to delve into that too deep into that, but I do know I need to kind of dial my settings down a little bit. So I've talked a lot about Equihash 1445 recently. This has been quite a significant thing this year because of what Bitmain did, releasing the Z9 Equihash, the Z9 Mini, which is an Equihash miner. But it's been very interesting because before you had Monero fork and they hard forked and changed their algorithm, but this time there was a lot of coins that were affected. So it wasn't just the fact that they had to move to a different algorithm, but, you know, several coins are moving to 1445, but then it's not just the fork to 1445. As you can see, it's basically starting from scratch again as far as miners go, as far as, you know, getting everything set up and configured okay. This was something you kind of take for granted when you've been with an algorithm for a few years. The miners that you've been using to mine that algorithm or those coins, you know, the miners have been quite refined, they're quite efficient, and they've been tweaked and improved as much as they can. 1445 is still very, very new. So over the next month or two, over the next couple of months, maybe even longer, we might see more advancements from these miners. We might see additional miners being released. These should be more efficient. They should increase the hash rate, perhaps, hopefully, reduce the power draw. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. They're always tweaking these things. They're always trying to improve things. So we'll see how it goes. So if you mined Bitcoin Gold at the fork, you know, hopefully you get some extra coins. Not too many. But because I don't think anyone, it wasn't like any crazy thing happening with the pool, etc. But if you did mine it, you maybe got double what you'd normally get. So hopefully you got a little bit of a boost. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to try and do more videos like this over time and just kind of talk about what I've been mining. Because all of us are facing different mining problems day to day, week to week. So I'll give you an update every now and then and let you know what I've been mining. As far as what I've been mining, this is something I will do in another video, and I am in some ways kind of in a limbo again. I have mined MCT and Infinix and a few other Lyra 2Z coins in the past. I'm mining SafeCoin right now, which is kind of my backup coin now almost. I keep reverting to it, but I am always on the lookout for a new coin, but that is for another day. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this, so please do leave a comment, and I'll speak to you all in the next one. Take care.